If there's one mistake that you should not be bringing into 2026, is this one mistake. And I say this after having taught over 100 plus students math, A math, and my math tuition center all by myself this year. And this is something that I observed in almost every single one of them when they initially came in. The biggest problem that I see many students make that cost them their grades the entire year is setting goals only. Now, don't get me wrong, setting goals are perfect. It gives you a sense of direction, it gives you a purpose to work towards every single day. But setting goals alone is not enough if you really want to do well for your academics, for math in 2026. Because beneath just goal setting, something else needs to change as well, and that is your identity. In other words, how you see yourself. So at my math tuition center, obviously the goal for me and for all of my students is to get better at math and score A1 for math, right? But for every lesson, week in, week out, when they come in, that's not my primary goal. My primary goal is to help them change their identity, or in other words, to help them change the way they see themselves. So for most people who are doing poorly at math now, or maybe you can relate to this if you're watching this, you might think that I'm just bad at math, right? And therefore I cannot score A for math. No. As long as you are able to change your identity and start to believe that you are the kind of person that can do math, your actions will naturally ensue and your grades will naturally follow. So the biggest thing that I always focus on is changing the identity of my students. And how do I change them to believe that they are the kind of person that can do well for math is through our weekly practices where I give them guidance, and not only that, but created worksheets to give them that level step-by-step up progression. Because obviously you cannot give someone something extremely hard to begin with and expect them to be able to do it immediately, right? It will just demoralize them. But at my math tuition center, I take a more humanized approach, right? I bring my students up level by level through progressions so that they build the confidence, and through that confidence they therefore believe that they are the kind of person that can do math and score A for math, and that's how naturally the A1 results will ensue. So please don't make this mistake in 2026. Stop. Really just stop not believing in yourself. It all starts with an identity change, and once you are able to believe that you're the kind of person that can do well for math, that is the first change that needs to happen, and then your goals will naturally change, and then you will naturally achieve your new goals, which is to do better for math. All the best for 2026, and I look forward to seeing you on this account then.